follow them. Stay close, because I don't really know this route.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
I can find our way back. Yep.
Now mirrors.
Mirrors is going to be over there. No, it's right here, sorry. That one, the mirrors on the left side.
So how do you want me to attack this exit here?
At an angle, just like they're going.
Alright.
And then to the right. Yeah, something else the other cars don't have is the lift.
Yeah.
That lift does come in handy. Because people have scratched the shit out of that car, the Lamborghini.
In high school, both of us had Volkswagen Bugs.
Oh yeah?
And they were slammed on the ground, so we're used to driving some low cars.
Yeah. I had a Turbo Jetta at the end of my high school career when I took to college. See, I like the way that looks. I think it just looks sick. And especially it has the Porsche wing. The thing comes up. I think it looks nasty. I actually wish that little wing would be a little bit wide, a little bit thicker and longer, because I mean, it really does. It gives a lot to the car as far as look. I think it could have made it a little bit bigger. I think the new ones actually have a bigger one. I'm not sure though, because the new ones with the V10, they're 3.5, 4 inches wider because the engine's a little bit bigger, so it gives a little bit more of an aggressive look. There's the Porsche. That's our Porsche.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Last time I was here, it was not bad.
That's usually the boss's girlfriend's car. She has her own car. She has like her own Mini Cooper, but she just drives one of these, like that one or the.
Why not?
Yeah, right, exactly, exactly. It's the perks, I guess. That one sucks though, because it's convertible, but it takes like literally like 15 minutes to get off. Like you have to unlatch this and unhook that, and it's like the worst. So like, anytime anybody would want to drive it, they're like, we're not taking the top off. No. Don't let them, because it takes too long and we hate it. But the Aston Martin takes like literally less than 10 seconds. You just unlock it and you push a button and it goes right down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a spoiler. It's showing us being a spoiler. Pushing the wind down to keep it traction low.
Because the Mercedes SLS, it
does that. It works like McLaren. The McLaren does the same thing. Okay. It goes up real high. The McLaren, it goes up like really, really high. Wash at one point. I mean, they're up. Right. You can have your favorites, but they're all fun to drive. They all have their own little, personality, I guess you would say. Where one car doesn't do this well, this car does, and vice versa. So they all have their own technology. So it's really fun. It really is. There's no other way to put it. And it's so funny too. Like this, that is right there. That is part of the transmission going through. And it's just funny that it's right there. The engine's, if this wall wasn't there, it would be touching engine. I was getting ready to say, I was just sitting there thinking that. I was like, why didn't that one have anything right there? I just looked at that. I was just ready to say that. That's crazy. Because I was thinking about the other ones, new toy and all that, twill do. That's funny. I mean, it's getting ready to be sold anyway, so I guess. Doesn't matter now. Sound like an open wheel car. That's what I always think of when I'm in here. I feel like I'm at the racetrack. See, but this thing on the track's amazing. I mean, these things really do well on track tests and stuff like that. The F430 is one of the best track cars I've had. Because you get those inclines and then just that tunnels you, that wind just tunnels you through those turns, and they say this thing really does work. Says that, but she didn't realize that I'm from Fort Worth and I know all of this area, like in the back of my hand. Like I have family that lives all out here, so
Robert was like, "Oh, he's going to be staying behind us no matter what."
I think it'll be a non-issue. I don't think we have any issues there. I don't know their specific route, but so far, I mean, we turned left on 35. Right. I'm gonna remember that. So intricate. You write that down.
So do you also rent them out, like, to people? Or?
They used to. But one guy ruined it about 5 years ago. He wrecked the Lamborghini. Yeah. And he was just doing stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing. He was racing it apparently. And he did it like 3 weekends in a row that he did it. Then he kept renting it, and then come to find out he was racing and we didn't know. He tore the car up. I mean, he was split in half. His buddy who was riding with him lost his foot in the wreck. Like serious. And now it has to be like, I think it's case by case. They don't straight offer it, like, oh yeah, you can rent on the weekends. I think it had to be like you guys, for instance, would probably be able to do it because you've done a couple of drives and they know you, and then, you know, we haven't had any bad experience with you guys, and it would be like, you know, case by case. But I just know it's not like advertised on a website like it used to be, and you know, and I know apparently, you know, a couple celebrities have done it before where they just rent during town for the weekend and they want to have a car. It's case by case. You know, like events, they're renting out for the weekend where they're going to be, you know, they need it for the whole weekend. They would probably do something like that. But it only takes one guy to ruin it for everybody. And the guy was in like critical condition for like 2 months or something like that. Like he really did a number. I know the old tour, they used to go out like all the way to Granbury.
Wow.
Because they would go through those, you know, like the little hills and stuff like that. They got some really, you know, higher roads and stuff like that. So they're real windy. And it's far enough out where it takes a while to get out there and it takes a while back. But one part of the problem, they would go and they would eat there, and they would leave the cars all outside parked, and they leave them open.
Right.
And they come out and there'd be 15 people and they're taking pictures and just acting like it's a part of the, you know, the city. So they kind of had to get away from that. I don't know if they still do that, but I know that was one of the problems. Plus, it was, you know, that was they shortened it up because it was taking too long. had some beverages.
Yeah.
Got to, man. It's a mini vacation.
That's right. Yeah, this weekend. My buddy lives in Duncanville.
Oh yeah.
So we just stayed at his place.
So I have a college buddy of mine. They live in Tyler. He lives in Houston, but his parents' house and all his old friends, they all live on the lake on Lake Tyler. So like whenever we go out there, it's just an absolute shit show. Like I have to prepare like 2 months in advance just to go out there because I was like, man, these guys are gonna have me just drunk on the lake all weekend. And that's how they'll want to drink all night and then get up the next morning and want to do stuff. It's like, guys, give me a sleep in. Let me have lunch. Yeah. I really have gotten to it. Like I'm not too old, but I cannot recover as fast as I used to.
Right.
I don't know what it is. When we're in college, getting drunk on Tuesday and going to practice, go to class and then practice. After that, hungover. I could make it. And then the next year, I was like, I can't even do that anymore. Well, what happened in a year?
Cross traffic doesn't stop.
Probably just let her read. She is no slouch. See, I think where Ferrari does get Lamborghinis, the transition of gears is a little smoother.
Yeah.
I think they take more time on that part because I love the way it feels when you're Lamborghinis. You really feel yourself in one of those gears, but this one's like real smooth.
Yeah, it is.
Now they feel that difference. They must have missed the turn.
That's okay. That was fun.
Right? That was a good, nice little stretch right there.
We can miss them all.
Right. Hit those side runs, side straightaways. No, I said they were on 377, this road right here. This goes really far. It goes right to my old house.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea where we're at.
Yeah, this pretty much runs. This is 377 Denton Highway. This runs all the way to Denton. It runs parallel to 35, but it's like this kind of streets. There'd be lights. It would take you forever if you took this to Denton. You could just get on 35 and be there way quicker. Right. It does go all the way to Denton. I know that.
Another reason why I like coming to y'all. Y'all don't have a bunch of advertisement on there, you know, drive your dream.
Somebody asked me, like, why don't y'all wrap it in that? And I was like, well, that doesn't make it look like shit, first of all. And I just went along with it. I was like, yeah, we could do that. But I was like, I would never want to do that, first of all.
But now, people don't know if
it's your car.
It's your car.
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's one reason I actually like this better than because I know they have the ones that are at the track, and I know people have done it. And this guy who works with us, David, he actually did the track one as well. But I mean, you go on a lap. You go on a you don't even go on you don't even go on laps. You go straight away and you come back to S turns with cones, and you do that like 5 times and then you're done.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know. And the other ones that you do lap, it's only the NASCAR experience where you're in a NASCAR. You're not one of these cars. So I mean, it's just different.
Yeah.
And they have like little, when the cars are all marked up with all their stuff.
Yeah, there's a place in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I first thought was Vegas does it.
Yeah, they have a Hoover Dam tour now. So you leave Vegas, you go out to Hoover Dam, and come back, and then you switch cars here and there.
Yeah, I saw that one, and that was one of the times I said, man, they had this here in the U.S. In Texas, I would do it.
Yeah.
So I always see that in car magazines, the Vegas one. LA has it, Miami has it. Miami, I saw it. I mean, Miami has a lot of, not only they have experiences, but you can just rent the cars,
right?
Like Rolls Royces and all that.
Yeah, there's I think that same company that has the Vegas one has one in Orlando.
Yeah, they travel.
Disney World.
Yep.
It goes on that track.
They travel around. Yeah, that company, they travel to all the motor speedways.
Yeah.
One reason I know that, my old soccer buddies, he went to college in North Carolina, and a teammate of his now works for NASCAR. So he has to travel to each one every time they have an event, and he deals. He works for the company that owns like 8 of the tracks. And he's like, yeah, they come in and rent, but they travel to like every single one of our tracks and do it.
I imagine they'll probably do something. You know, they're building a Formula One track just in Austin.
Really?
And the first race is in November. And I have a feeling that they're going to probably have some sort of like come rent a car for
exactly. They have to. They don't have
it's a purpose-built track just for Formula One.
That's sweet.
First race is this November. Yeah, I love Formula One. I watch it all the time.
It's just crazy. It's such a big money sport that you don't even realize. But they're a billion-dollar league. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
All the advertisements and the cars and the drivers. The drivers are paid out the ass, and everyone's paid out the ass. Commissioner, whoever the guy's in charge of it, he's paid out the ass.
Bernie Ecclestone.
Yeah, and I saw his daughter bought some like humongous, massive house. Yeah, the spelling house for $100 million. Yeah. I was like, jeez. I saw that. I was like, wow, a lot of money over there tied up in that. Maybe I need to look into that.
Right.
But it isn't hard, man. Like driving that fast, those kind of speeds with 20 other guys and like that is just crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It takes a skill.
Big balls.
Yeah. Huge skill. You can see why they come out here. All this flat open road. You can just get all over. Maserati's the closest thing you'll get to Ferrari there. They do joint projects like the new, all the newer Maserati, what's it called? Gran Turismo, Ferrari engines in them.
Right.
So that's just kind of one of those things like the Audi, you can get the Lamborghini engine in that one. So it's one of those things, if you're a preference guy, you can definitely look into getting what you want and
something different.
Yeah, and a little different as well.
guy's boss live? Because I saw pictures in the bathroom.
Yeah, Colleyville.
His house is huge.
It's huge, and they're trying to sell it right now because he's having another house built in there. Yeah.
The big garage, I'm sure.
Yeah. Apparently they're trying to sell that one. They got those bathroom, the pictures in the magazine are sick. I mean, especially that just makes the cars look that much better. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know what they did. They definitely made him look like a baller. Auto recycling plant.
Does he still do it, or?
You know, I know that Jim bought the original one. I think he owns a it's like a pick and pull kind of thing, like junkyard, not a junkyard, like a salvage yard.
Yeah.
But that's what his first was, from the auto recycling plant. But I mean, like he still owns AAA Small Car World, and they sell, you know, parts and stuff. And my dad used to do business in the 80s and 90s. My dad was a paint body shop, and he used to be just a straight Jaguar specialist, so he had all his parts from Mr. Sturgeon. And my dad, I didn't even know this, but my dad and Mr. Sturgeon said that they remember me running around Mr. Sturgeon's building looking at all the museums and stuff, and all his little toy cars back when he had his old building.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember that. But he's like, yeah, you're Ronnie's son? I was like, yeah. He's like, wow. He's like, I remember when you were 3 or 4 years old. And I don't even remember that. It's just crazy how it comes back full circle.
Small world.
You know? But I know he still does some of the auto recycling plants, and he has some, or not auto recycling plants, but the auto salvage plants. But he's got so many different companies running, like his real estate company's going, and auto detailing business, and he's got a storage facility that's off 287. He's got a lot of places, a lot of entities going at one time.
I'll see these around town. You don't see that many Audis. The R8s.
I've only seen, I think, 3 just regularly driving around.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a 430 in a while. I saw a yellow one a couple months ago, about 4 or 5 months ago. But I haven't really. When I go to Colleyville and areas like that, then you see more of the cars, see some Ferraris and stuff. No engine braking. We can do that. No problem. good right there. You just gotta kind of play with it and find its, its rhythm.
Yeah.
Because then you keep that light, if you keep a nice high rev, it'll stick. Plus, it's warmed up now. We were driving for a while, the tire's a little hotter, so it'll stick a little better.
I just gotta roll into it. Like
yeah.
You just mash it.
You roll into it and then you accelerate on the out turn.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of figured out this one as well. through the straightaways and you turn again. Because it sounds exactly like it. It really does.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to it. I just remember they always show the little camera that's inside the car, and that's exactly what he's like, whoa.
I'm not trying to be rude by not talking, but I'm enjoying listening.
Dude, I completely understand, man. Trust me, I am right there with you. It's its own radio, really. Yeah. I actually have people who try to turn the radio. Yeah, it's like, first of all, this car is a little bit loud on the inside anyway, so you'd have to turn the music up really loud, and then you can't hear the car anyways, and that's just... that defeats the whole purpose. It should be music to your ears.
Definitely.
come through there. And I've seen one Top Gear. I love when they're drifting like $200,000 cars and like that's funny. So you know the car maker themselves are probably just shaking their head, having a little teardrop in their eye. Yeah, habit. Hope I can get over. car that came out?
FR.
Yeah, FRZ or the BR. Where are we turning now? White settlement. Okay. 325 to White Settlement. I like these roads because it reminds me of Top Gear. They always go on those back stretches in the UK and it looks just like this when they're like testing it out.
Yeah. It looks like it's only about a lane and a half wide, so you're like, well, there's somebody's coming down the other way. So you like the American Top Gear?
I've only seen it once, and people who tell me about it, they say it's funny, like they do a lot of crazy funny stuff, but it's not so much as driving as the UK version.
Right.
And I like the UK version, but I really only got the American version one time, so I didn't really get a good feel on it.
Their chemistry is getting better.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like
Forced
choppy
at first,
forced at first, but it's coming along. I like it.
Yeah, the couple guys who told me about it, they're driven. They were like, yeah, it's funny. They do a lot of crazy stuff. But it's a lot more driving on the UK. Like they really stick to it. And I was interested to see who the American stick is. He as good as the
He's
UK
fast.
stick? Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think that's a joke, though. Yeah, I think their new season starts this week. The American one.
I'm gonna record it and check it out. Just do the 2 hours, do the tours.
Yeah.
Should have switched them and had done this one first and done the Lamborghini
Yeah.
second. I don't know what though. The Lamborghini's got. She probably wouldn't have let it just because something's wrong. Not wrong with it. It's just it's burning gas quicker than it usually does. So we feel like there's not a leak, but something's up because it's burning gas way faster than it usually is normal. I don't know if it's the heat. And it's burning it up fast or what, but that's one reason they don't even let the 599 go on tours, because it eats up gas. It needs a V12, obviously it's going to, but yeah, the Lambo was acting